All right, movie fans, get ready for this week's deep dive. We're headed straight to the box office for a look at the top 10 blockbusters you need to watch.
Yeah, we're going way deeper than just trailers and headlines here. We'll give you the plot twists, the themes, the interesting stuff, all the info to impress your friends with.
Exactly like we're giving you that VIP pass to the best of cinema. You know, skip the lines and all that, right to the good stuff.
Yeah, let's jump right in. Venom, The Last Dance. Tom Hardy is back as Venom. This time it's supposed to be the big finale.
Okay, so big finale A&D, over $444 million at the box office, but only 40% on Rotten Tomatoes. What gives?
Yeah, it's definitely a mixed bag with the critics, but audiences seem to be loving it.
So what's got everyone talking?
I mean, you have the whole fate of the universe thing going on, plus Eddie Brock trying to be a good guy this time.
Oh, yeah, and the fight with Null, you know, the god of the symbiotes, right?
Right, all of that. Some critics say it's just a CGI fest, though, like they went overboard with the special effects, and then the characters suffer because of it. But then others actually thought Venom's sacrifice was actually, like, really powerful.
Interesting. So it's like the superhero genres growing up.
Yeah, maybe facing some harder questions.
Now, let's talk about some harder questions then. Anora is getting a ton of awards attention right now. I mean, Palme d'Or at Cannes.
Yeah.
And 97% on Rotten Tomatoes.
This is not your typical romance movie.
No kidding.
This is Sean Baker we're talking about. You know, he does those super realistic, almost documentary-style films.
Right.
And this time he's doing that in this world of, like, crazy wealth.
Yeah, Brooklyn stripper and a Russian oligarch's son. Sounds intense.
It is. They fall for each other. And then there's
Right.
this whole culture clash thing.
It makes you wonder about independence, right?
Right.
What lengths people will go to.
Definitely.
Wait, I read somewhere that Baker used to edit Russian-American wedding videos, and that inspired him for this movie.
Yeah, there's definitely that layer of realism there.
It's those details that get me.
Totally. Okay, so from the High Life in Anora to the Vatican, we have Conclave.
Papal conclave, secret meetings.
Yeah.
It's like a political thriller, but in the holiest place on earth.
Yeah, and with an all-star cast. Ralph Fiennes, Stanley Tucci, John Lithgow, Isabella Rossellini.
Wow. Yeah, that's a serious lineup. Okay, but tell me more about the movie itself.
Well, it's all about choosing a new pope, right?
Right.
But of course, there's a ton of drama.
Yeah, like power struggles and stuff.
Exactly. Each cardinal wants something different, and they're not afraid to play dirty to get it.
And I heard there's a twist ending.
Oh, yeah, a big one involving the new pope. Definitely keeps you on the edge of your seat.
All right, so from Conclave, with all its secrets, to another film with secrets, Heretic. Mormon missionaries, Hugh Grant, A Creepy House.
Ooh, yeah, and this one is creepy. It's like gothic horror meets psychological thriller.
I love those kinds of movies.
The directors are really good at building tension. They did The Witch a few years back.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one. So what's Heretic all about?
Well, you have these two Mormon missionaries, right?
Yeah.
And they get trapped by this guy, this charismatic but super creepy guy played by Hugh Grant.
Oh, man, that sounds intense.
It is. They're basically forced to question everything they believe.
I was reading that the directors were inspired by the movie Contact for how it explores faith and all that.
Yeah, I can see that. It's definitely making a statement about belief in the face of fear.
Okay, this one is going on my list for sure.
Yeah, definitely one to check out.
So we've got Venom, grappling with its own mortality. Then we've got Anora, exploring independence and class.
Yeah.
And now we've got Heretic, pushing the boundaries of faith. What a wild ride so far.
And we're just getting started.
All right, bring on the next movie.
Okay, so from something kind of dark like Heretic, let's move on to Smile 2. Naomi Scott's back, you know, from Aladdin. She's facing those creepy smiles again.
Oh, yeah, I loved the first smile. It was seriously scary. And it messed with your head, you know. But I'm always a little wary of sequels. Sometimes they just feel like a cash grab.
Yeah, you never know. But
What?
this one actually seems pretty good. The director, Parker Finn, he really dug deeper into the psychology this time.
Oh, so it's more than just jump scares.
Exactly. It's about the main character's trauma and how fragile the mind can be.
I like when horror movies do that.
And get this, Naomi Scott actually sings on the soundtrack.
No way. That's awesome. She's got some real talent.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of talent, let's talk about The Wild Robot. This is from the director of How to Train Your Dragon. So we know the animation is going to be incredible.
Oh, yeah, this one is gorgeous. And the story is so heartwarming.
What's it about?
Well, it's based on a children's book about this robot named Roz who ends up on a wild island.
Sounds cute.
It is, she learns to survive and everything, and then she becomes a mother to this little goose.
Oh, that's sweet. I love those family-friendly movies that everyone can enjoy.
Me too. And the voice cast is amazing. Lupita Nyong'o, Pedro Pascal, Kit Connor.
Wow, seriously.
Yeah, it's like a who's who of Hollywood.
So you've got this heartwarming story and incredible animation. What more could you ask for?
Right, and they did something really interesting with the animation style. It's like a mix of the Spider-Verse movies
Yeah.
and those classic Hayao Miyazaki films.
Oh, wow. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it's really unique.
Okay, so we've got animation. Now let's talk about something a little more indie. A Real Pain,
Oh.
starring Jesse Eisenberg and Kieran Culkin.
Oh, yeah, this one is getting a lot of buzz. And Jesse Eisenberg actually wrote and directed it, too.
Wow. He's a triple threat.
It's about these two cousins who go on a Holocaust tour in Poland.
Sounds heavy.
It is, but it's also got some humor in it. You know, that classic Jesse Eisenberg awkwardness.
Right.
And Kieran Culkin is fantastic in it. People are saying it's his best performance yet.
Wow. I'll have to see that.
Definitely worth checking out.
Okay, let's get into the holiday spirit now with the best Christmas pageant ever. This is based on a classic children's book, right?
Yeah, it's about these kids, the Herdmans. They're known for being total troublemakers.
Oh, no.
And they end up taking over the town's Christmas pageant.
That sounds chaotic.
It is, but it's also really funny and heartwarming. The Herdmans end up learning the true meaning of Christmas.
Ah, I love that. It's a classic story for a reason.
For sure.
Okay, so we've gone from creepy smiles to robots to indie drama. And now we're ending on a Christmas classic.
It's been quite the journey through the box office.
Yeah, there's something for everyone. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here, from superhero epics to indie dramas to heartwarming animation. I'm curious, what's grabbed your attention the most?
Oh, that's a tough one. There really is so much variety in these movies. Like, you have these big action-packed films like Venom, and then you have these character-driven stories like Anora and A Real Pain, and of course those heartwarming ones like The Wild Robot and The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. It's hard to choose.
I know, right? For me, I think I'm most intrigued by Heretic, that whole mix of horror and psychology, plus the questions about faith and belief. That's right up my alley. But I also wouldn't mind a good laugh with The Best Christmas Pageant Ever.
Oh yeah, the Herdmans sound like a riot.
It's amazing how all these films are competing for our attention, but they're also telling such different stories.
Right? You have stories about redemption, about facing your fears, about family and relationships, and about finding your place in the world.
It's a reminder that movies can be so much more than just entertainment.
Absolutely. They can make us think, feel, and see the world in new ways.
Exactly. So whether you're looking for a thrill, a good cry, or just a fun escape, there's definitely a movie out there for you.
And who knows, maybe one of these films
Right.
will spark a new idea or a different perspective. That's the power of storytelling, right?
Absolutely. So go out there, find your next cinematic adventure, and enjoy the show.
Happy watching, everyone!